Hey guys, so I wanted to do a second part of my get ready with me. This is typically how I do my makeup if I'm going to work or just kind of a nice day out. But this look is actually one of my favorite go-to natural looks, and actually we're doing 50% drugstore and 50% kind of high-end, mid-end range. Alright, so I always start out with a little bit of lip balm. This one's by First Aid Beauty, and then always gotta love my Burt's Bees hand lotion, body lotion. And then I always start with an illuminizing primer. This one's by Dior. It's called Light Boosting Primer, and I just feel like it evens out my skin tone. Now, this is one of my new favorite finds by Revlon, Age Defying Firming Lifting Makeup. And I just like to apply this with my hands and kind of work it all the way into my skin because the warmth of my hands kind of works the product into my skin. It gives me more of a flawless finish. And now you've heard me talk about this a lot. This is one of my favorite concealers. It's the Age Rewind, and I'm just using it in light pale. I'm going to use it down my nose, in a triangle shape under my eyes, and I like this concealer because it's light in texture, it doesn't sit into my fine lines, and it really gives a nice highlight. And you can tell I'm just using my fingers. I do use a beauty blender sometime, but most of the days I just use my fingers. I feel like it really gets into all the areas that I need and really pushes the product in, and I also bring it into my eyelids to kind of neutralize any discoloration there as well. And then I use a cream blush. This one's by Benefit in Majorette, and I love this blush. I use this obsessively because it goes into the skin so beautifully and really gives a nice natural finish and glow. Next, my other favorite foundation, PlaySticks by Benefit. I'm just doing a very light contour, and you can see I just do the sides of my cheeks. I really don't do a lot of contouring on my face. And again, you know, we're just pushing this into our face with my hands, and it's just going to give a nice finish, and it's going to make the skin look really nice and finished and dewy. Now I'm going to go in with these great drugstore products. They're awesome, by Pop Beauty, and these two are powders, and I'm just going to set under my eyes and kind of the highlight areas with the lighter one. And then I'm also going to take the darker one and I'm going to use that together, and it's going to finish off the rest of my face where I'm going to set the contour, and I'm going to set kind of just all over the place and wherever else I didn't hit with the highlight color. I like to do this because it gives a nice natural finish, not too overly highlighted or contoured. Now, one of my favorite Smashbox blushes. I don't know the name of this. It is so beautiful, but it's old school, but it just has a really beautiful, nice, natural pink finish and gives a great glow, natural glow to the skin. Now, another drugstore find by Pop, and it is their Contour 101. It is such a genius product. I'm going to go over my highlighted areas with this lighter color just to give a little bit more light, and you can tell I'm not really going over it with a shimmery product. I'm just trying to keep it a little bit more natural, and this sets it so beautifully. Now I'm going to go into the darker color just a little bit, tapping it off in the back of my hand, and I'm going to put that in the contouring areas of my face, around the hairline, around the neck, all those good areas to kind of shape and define my neck and face. You can see I'm going in with my cheeks there, and I like to suck in my hollows of my cheeks to really find that contour spot. Now, this is by Dior. It's a fantastic new highlighter on their spring line, and I'm going to show you kind of what this looks like. This is the one that has a little bit more of a purple-y pink iridescent glow. It's definitely for spring, and it gives a very natural glow, but yet gives you that perfect highlighted look. Going in now for my brows. This is by IT Cosmetics. It's their new eyebrow pencils, and I'm obsessed with them. If you watch my other favorite January video, they go on so absolutely beautiful. Now, this line I'm kind of obsessed with, if you can't tell, and this purple palette has so much pigment in it, and I'm going to be using just 3 colors. I'm using the lightest color just on the bottom half of my eye. It has a little bit of purple hue to it. Now I'm going back into that contour palette. This is a warm brown, and I'm really going to carve out that socket line, really defining that shape and making it really blend into the first color that I did. You want to use a fluffy brush when you're defining this and open your eyes and look into a mirror so you can really find that crease. Going into the second color of this palette, we're going to define that crease even more. Now remember, it's all about layering and all about blending whenever you're trying to do this kind of natural defined eye shape. My camera cut out and I forgot, and it needs to go, that color needs to go under the eye. Now we're going in with that darkest purple, and I'm just using a little bit. So this is just a little tiny bit on a fluffy brush that I've been using for the rest of my coloring of my eyes, so it blends all of the colors together beautifully. I'm also going to use this on my lash line, giving it a tiny bit of a flick, and I like to use a powder shadow a lot of times for my liner because it gives a little bit of a softer finish, and if I mess up I can just kind of wipe it away and I don't have to worry about going in with a makeup remover or something like that. So we're just going to bring that a little bit of a flick into the center of the eye. Now, this is by IT Cosmetics, and it's called Tightline. It is the tiniest brush, and I love it because it gets into the base of the bottom lashes, and it really darkens up the lash line on the top if you really push it in, and it's a genius primer. All right, so I'm going to curl my lashes. Yes, I do curl my lashes after I prime my eyelashes sometimes. And then I'm going to go in with the Hero Mascara by IT Cosmetics. Kind of obsessed with this mascara right now. I have so many favorites, but this one has definitely added to the list, and it really gives a fantastic finish. A lot of volume, a lot of separation to the lashes. Definitely one to look into if you are a mascara lover like me. Alright, so to define and finish up the eye, we're going with Highbrow, and this is such a creamy product. I really use this often on myself and my clients. And I like to just blend it in with a small brush, and I don't use my finger a lot with this because I really want it to be detailed and not bleed into the shadows. Now, we're going in with my Burt's Bees palette. Again, if you watched my favorites video, I'm obsessed with these. They're so creamy and beautiful. I am going to go in with their nude color. This is 501 in Blush Basin, and it just kind of gives a really nice, beautiful finish. It's creamy, it stays on all day, and it doesn't really feel like you're wearing very much. And it's kind of that perfect nude, where you don't have to line your lips and make it look too overly done. So there you go, you guys. That is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this Get Ready with me. Let me know what other videos you like to see. I loved doing this with you. Watch my first one if you guys want to see my skincare videos. Give me thoughts, a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Lots of love from me to you.